Just a quick one to say we do have new One Kier t-shirts available on our website. Go to britishstand.com or check the link in the description. And hello everybody, welcome back to British Stand, guys. I hope you're all well. We are going to continue to talk about the Tommy Robinson protest yesterday, as I want to focus a little bit more on the mainstream media's bias, the narrative that they create when talking about a spectacular event that took place in London. Like in November, there was a huge turnout. Again, I'm just quoting, it's around 100,000 if you go by reports and believe those reports. There was a lot of people, and again, a really, really well put together march and a well put together rally that's seen a lot of people united. And very much I like to emphasize on this fact as well. A diverse crowd. There was a diverse range of speakers. And of course, a very diverse crowd within within the rally. The rally served for various reasons. Of course, the main priority, of course, was stopping the isolation of Tommy Robinson, who is, of course, in solitary confinement, which is diabolical. I think one of the speakers said that something like this hadn't happened since like the early 1900s on a contempt of court case. So again, the reasons were there, and a great turnout from all British patriots. But as I said, the mainstream media hold a narrative, and it's certainly a psyop when it comes to the name Tommy Robinson or use of this far-right stuff. Again, the individuals that were at this rally and the individuals that were supporting said rally were not far-right. You know, there was very, very diverse. In fact, I do need a definition of what far-right actually means. But again, I just want to go through the MSM's reporting on this parade, this rally. Some were silent, and others used arrests and used negativity to create their story and create their agenda to keep psyoping, of course, the British public, trying to psyop the people that read their papers. And this is part of the problem. As always, guys, do get involved in the live chat, though, and join the discussion. Be taking some comments a little bit later on. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, all that good stuff. Let me just change over to my screen share so I can see the thing quickly. Hold up. On even GB News, the way that they reported it, but people focusing on arrests, and a lot of those arrests actually came from the counter protest. I think I looked at the Met Police's thread on the situation, and I think majority of those arrests actually came from, I shared a video yesterday, and the far left, of course, taking signs off people and causing outrage, trying to get to police. One individual spat on a police officer on the far left side, the far left activist side, and then there was the individual flare, setting off a flare, and another one that refused to disperse. So majority of the arrests were actually on the far left. On the far right, what is far right? On our side, I'm getting psyched myself. On the support for Tommy Robinson protest, there was 3 individuals that got arrested, and that was due to them. Again, you're always, out of 100,000 people, 3 people getting arrested. You're always going to get some people that are going to cause a bit of trouble. 3 people out of 100,000 people were arrested at the demonstration. That is crazy. You go to a football game, go to Wembley, there would be more than 3 arrests on that night for any particular thing. That's just the law of numbers and how numbers work. But the majority of the arrests actually came from the far left. But what the mainstream media wanted to try and solve is take the data from the actual event, the arrests, and spin a negative spin on it. Because it was peaceful. It was on Downing Street, for God's sake. It was so well put together. There was so much unity there, so diverse, all these things. They're not focusing on, of course, how good it was, how diverse it was, how many people were there, how little trouble was caused. They're focusing on these 6 arrests that most of them came from the far left and tying it in for this Tommy Robinson far-right demonstration. It's absolutely bonkers and actually, quite frankly, a bit of a disgrace. I mean, you want to talk about over-insinuating or sensationalism with titles and stuff. I mean, I'm working in the media as such. You know, I know how it works with regard to titles and all of the rest of it, but that's just not telling the truth in your titles. It's literally spinning a narrative that didn't actually happen. And genuinely, it's a disgrace on how they report these things and how they reported the protests. It's such a one-way biased thing, and you wonder why there are so many people psyoped in this country by the mainstream media, by the narrative that they create. Because everything that I've shared, it's been an absolute positive thing. From 100,000 people, 3 people on the Tommy Robinson march arrested. Again, I'm using the clarity. You go to an event with 100,000 people, there's always going to be someone that gets arrested. It's just how it happens. It's just the law of numbers. You go to Wembley for an England match against, I mean, I wouldn't even use England. Taylor Swift concert. I can bet you believe there's going to be more than 3 people being arrested at a Taylor Swift concert with 100,000 people there. It's just the law of numbers and how it works. But they're focusing on all of these arrests on being on the right side of the spectrum, and not focusing on the core message of what it was. The media is silent. Just that there was a black speaker speaking. There were a few black speakers, of course, coming up and speaking about it. And one of the ladies, I can't remember her name, but she spoke so passionately about the subject and actually about the mainstream media and said, look, I want to be the front page of the news. Show a black woman in attendance here speaking at this rally in support of Tommy Robinson. But silence from the mainstream media, because that's not going to fit their narrative. They focus on the 6 arrests that the Met Police published. That was only 3 of them being from the Tommy Robinson supporters group. The rest being from the counter-protest group. So make it make sense. That's just what I don't understand. The mainstream media trying to psyop the rest of the world, or rest of Britain at this moment in time, and focusing on bull crappy headlines in the way that they're reporting this story, and not focusing on how good it actually was and the diversity that was there in terms of celebration. And that's the problem again in this country, is the reporting of the mainstream media, because they're a disgrace, genuinely a disgrace. Let's get some comments and some interaction from you guys. I'm interested to hear your thoughts on everything down there in the old comments section below. Let's have a little look and see what people are saying. Just someone says straight away, Keith says, does anyone listen or watch the MSM? No, I mean, it's hard to not creep up now and then, especially in the game. The job that I'm doing, I do a lot of football reporting as well. So it's quite hard to avoid the mainstream media when you're looking for stuff and looking to research things and stuff like that. But it always seems to be one fit agenda every single time. Certainly, I don't watch the news and I don't tune in to their television shows and television programming. It's programming. It's programming people's minds. And that's the problem with the mainstream media. They're spinning. They're allowed to spin this BS crap out there to the world. So again, people that weren't in attendance or watched the videos that we produced here on British Stand, or whether it's 2C TV, whether it's other guys within the space, or GB News or anything like that, they're going to see that they deliver their news, and it's going to still create a false and bad narrative of what this march was all about. They see term far right, arrests, and all this. This is what the mainstream media want the people to see. So they continue to be psyoped by it, rather than going 100,000 people in attendance, only 6 people arrested in the whole of the thing. That's good numbers, actually. And I'm not condoning out of those individuals that did get arrested, by the way. Most of them, of course, being from the other side. But, you know, that's some good numbers if you're looking at the odds out of 100,000 people. That's crazy numbers. And I challenge you to go and find an event with 100,000 people that has less than, I'll say 3 arrests on this side, but 6 arrests in total. You know, I'll challenge you to find something. Let's have a little look here again. Broken Britain says, brilliant day. Let's have a look at some more comments, guys. See what people are saying. Kapan says, I think one of the rest was Niak and Mark. I know, Niak did get arrested. Mayor did report on that yesterday. He was one of the individuals as well. So, it's mental. It's crazy. I just want to reiterate, just with everything with... Oh, did people not be able to see anything? Did anyone not actually see me go on my search engine? Oh, crap. Well, that's a failure of a live stream then, isn't it? I can't believe that happened. Okay. Liam says, what happened with NIAC? You'll have to, I think Tusi did a report on it yesterday after the parade, so there's an update there, so you'll have to have a little look at that. Yes, me too, MSM only for sports. I don't necessarily use the MSM for sports as such, I just come around. I usually use independent journalists for the sports transfers and all these kind of things. Romano, Ornstein, these kind of people, they're not mainstream media as such. They're more independent journalists. So that's who usually I go to for that sort of information. So, yeah. But, yeah. Oh, so wait. Yeah, people are saying my thing didn't even work. Oh, my God. I was going through the... This is annoying. This is so frustrating because this is going to go live on a replay now. Ah, God. So what you're trying to say is that I didn't go live on anything. What was I doing? Was it just like that? It was just stuck. For God's sake, man. Oh, my days. Well, that's a failure. Absolute failure. Technology, eh? Well, this is what I meant to do. I was meant to showing you this quickly. I was meant to go over to here, and I probably should have done that. And I was meant to do this, and then going through the to the headlines. It was like Tommy Robinson Parade London, essentially. And then I was going down the things and going through the headlines. So the things that I was reading now make sense. Oh my God, I'm such an idiot. Sorry. But yeah, as you can see, yeah, police arrest 6 people as Tommy Robinson supporters enter counter demo area at London protest. And then it was like 6 arrests made. Thousands of Tommy Robinson supporters march through London. So that's what I was focusing on, was these headlines that we were seeing through for the mainstream media. And you could see it across all of it. So... yeah, as you can see, a massive problem with the way that they're saying. Let's put London protest again, and then you'll see it again. More. It's all about, far right, 6 arrested, focusing on arrests over 100,000 people. It's absolutely crazy, despite and not focusing on what actually went down on that day. But yeah, sorry for that technical difficulty. Not sure what the heck happened. But yeah, that's what I tried to do. So I hope you can see from that anyway. But guys, going to take some more of the chat and get your thoughts. Yeah, I'm still getting new to this. I'm still fairly new to working this technology on live streams. Just as well. We've got a donation here again from, we've got a super chat, in fact, from Bacon. He said, did not see the reports, but looks like you sell feet pictures. Is that what was down there? My feet, was it? Nah, I don't sell. Oh, I look like I sell feet pictures. Nah, mate, I don't sell feet pictures. No, it's not really my niche, my friend. Sorry, you probably have to ask someone on the left. They might do that sort of stuff. I don't do it. Let's have a little look. Brian says they always hate these rallies. They are always peaceful. Yeah, well, look, listen, the last couple of ones that I've certainly reported on here on this channel have all been very, very peaceful. A lot of things have always been, the last 2, 3 certainly have been very, very peaceful in terms of there's not been any trouble. But still, the MSM still focus on that narrative of far right. Arrests and all of these kind of things, but it's never really the issue. But yeah, someone saying Man United 2-0 behind. Great to see. Great to hear. I think I just got the notification coming through. Nice to see. Good to see. But guys, I'm going to finish it off there. Sorry for that technical difficulty. If you're watching us at replay, it probably looks like an absolute disaster. But look, we move on. We'll be back later for some more updates on some stuff. But as always, guys, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll